What's up guys, Farhan here from NAFS Motors. Today we are going to talk about the BMW S1000R. This is a very rare motorcycle. This is basically the stripped down version of the S1000RR with a flat handlebar, which makes it a lot more usable. So I made another funny small reel yesterday and a lot of people showed a lot of love and support in that video. They got to see the other side of me, the funny side of me, where I spoke in the local Bangalorean Urdu. And a lot of people showered so much of love, so thank you so much for it. But in this video, we are going to give some good information which will be useful for a lot of people. So I request you all to shower some love here as well, because it takes a lot of time and effort to make informative content. So hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel for some good informative content. So let's talk about this particular motorcycle. BMWs have had this very unique design, the asymmetrical headlamp design, which is very distinctive, and this became the identity of the brand for a while. So it's not just aesthetics, but it's got a reason behind that as well. So this headlamp design is actually inspired from the BMW S1000RR. It's fully fed race motorcycle. So initially when they designed this headlamp, it was not just because of the aesthetics, but it was all about weight savings. So initially when they designed the Gen 1 S1000RR, the race motorcycle, it was defined by engineering and not stylistic reasons. The left headlamp served as a low beam, but it wasn't bright enough. So BMW added a larger headlamp on the right hand side to throw more light. But the left headlamp was kept smaller to just reduce 500 grams. So eventually that became the identity of the motorcycle. Initially people were like, this looks so weird, why is it, this way? But eventually that became the identity of the motorcycle and people started loving it for the way it is. What you see now in the current gen, people find it a bit weird and they still miss the old asymmetrical headlamp design. Yes, this S1000R, like I said earlier, is inspired from the S1000RR, the design language, and this particular headlamp here is the low beam. So this is a halogen beam, this is the low beam which has a good coverage, and this is a projector headlamp which is meant for the high beam. So overall the S1000 series, be it the S1000RR, the race motorcycle, or the naked version, the S1000R, or the XR, the sport touring variant, all of them are known to be one of the easiest motorcycles to ride in their class. So don't get me wrong, just because I said it's easy doesn't mean they're not powerful. This beast here is 165 bhp by the way, and the generation 1 of S1000RR that made close to 200 bhp. It said 193 bhp. But a lot of people said that it made a lot more horsepower in real. At that time, it set a benchmark which everybody were trying to beat. It was so powerful, yet so easy to ride fast. The way the power was delivered was a lot easier. Like, you could make mistakes on the motorcycle and you could correct yourself very easily. It was not so brutal like the Panigale V4s and all that you have now. Likewise, in this motorcycle, it makes 165 bhp and it is designed for more initial and mid-range compared to the RR, which is a more high-revving engine. So that way this has a lot of good usable power. It goes really fast, but at the same time it's really composed. Of course, it doesn't have a windscreen. It's a naked motorcycle, but then this particular motorcycle has a slight windscreen to help you out a bit. The BMW S1000R is the stripped down, high barred, inline 4-cylinder super naked motorcycle based on the BMW Supersport, the S1000RR. So this particular motorcycle got a lot of electronics like the Quickshifter, cornering ABS, electronic suspension, dynamic traction control, cruise control, and even heated grips. So the heated grips had two different settings, slightly hotter, even more hotter, and you can completely switch it off, of course. And then at cruise control, of course, you can keep it at a certain speed and set the cruise control. And in terms of riding modes, it's got the rain, road, dynamic, and dynamic pro mode, which are of course user configurable. The seat height on this motorcycle is quite accessible, which makes it again easier to ride. So it suits people of all sizes. So I'm still 6 feet tall. I'll ask my friend to sit on the motorcycle. Yatish, please come onto the motorcycle. So Yatish is 5'7". How do you feel with the motorcycle, Yatish?
I can easily flat foot.
Yeah. So that says a lot about how easy it is to ride, and people of all sizes will find it very easy to ride. And I think the seat is not too broad also, right?
Yeah, not too broad. I think that is why I'm able to flat foot.
Yep. Okay, thank you, Yatish. This particular bike has a lot of accessories. It's loaded with accessories of close to 4 lakhs. So let's have a look at them one by one. Here, this is the Wunderlich German windscreen. Here we have adjustable levers. You see this? They fold. So in case of a fall, this will fold and this will not break. Here the Rizoma bar end protectors. Then here again we have Wunderlich frame sliders. Here we have the radiator guard and oil cooler guard. And this has an Akrapovic full system exhaust, which sounds badass. So this bike also has cameras front and back, and here we can view it through this touch screen here. Here we have the back and front camera. You can adjust it as well, which you can record while you're riding. So if unfortunately, let's say you meet with an accident or something else goes wrong, you always have proof of what's been happening, and that can be really useful. The stock exhaust is also available. The pricing on this is just 12.5 lakhs, which is quite reasonable for the amount of accessories this motorcycle has and what the motorcycle offers. And it's a very well maintained motorcycle. It's run about 28,000 kilometers, but the engine is still very smooth. So that's it for today. Hope you liked this video and hope this was informative. And I will keep making more such informative videos on various other motorcycles. So please show some support. Please like, share and subscribe. This is Farhan signing off. Ciao.